Everything is coming to us through Srila Gurudev. Every conception, every understanding we get from him, that power is held by our Gurudev. Remembering and thinking, how could I have ever expected that such a great fortune would come into my life in the form of the transcendental personality of Srila Govinda Maharaj, who gave me the treasure of the teachings of Sriman Mahaprabhu in the exclusive exalted line of his spiritual master, the glorious and illustrious Srila Bhakti Rakak Gurudev Goswami Maharaj, under the victory flag of Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat, and engaging us in the most fundamental, deepest flow in the whole of existence, the highest dharma of Prema Bhakti, the plane of transcendental delight. Through Gurudev, we found fulfillment in the simplest things in our life, through his own example, explaining us the only reason for life is that we become a selfless giving unit with full humility, tolerating everything with affection, and expect nothing for our selfish gain. All favorable waves will come from that surrender for our eternal service life. Such a treasure coming from his lotus mouth, we beheld before our eyes these rare and heart-captivating instructions. Being Krishna's most beloved servitor, he showed us what real attraction, beauty, and charm looks like. Couched in humility and full of transcendental joking, he embodied all this. And at times, his mood was very grave and detached. Sometimes we were just sitting with him while he did not speak, the representative of Krishna. In the silence, we all experienced the Vaishnava Thakur so mysteriously and wonderfully, the association and the relationship of a pure Vaishnava. He showed us that we are one big family and that we are here to help each other naturally and affectionately on this spiritual journey, emphasizing in every class and talk that we should tirelessly, continuously practicing humility, tolerance, and giving honor to others without expecting anything for ourselves. Then everything will become beautiful. He would say, be chaste and sincere, follow the directives of the Guru Varga and Mahaprabhu, and don't commit Vaishnava aparat. When Srila Gurudev was becoming the next Acharya, he was thinking, Swami Maharaj gave everything, Guru Maharaj gave everything, what am I going to give to them when they have everything already? Then he saw something is missing in our practicing life, and he realized that what was missing is the practice of humility, tolerance, and giving honor to others, emphasizing this in almost all his talks. He told us, when you are sincere, this will transcend all your thinking, feeling, and willing in the material plane. He gave us a glimpse into that world of beauty, love, and sweetness by being himself a representative of that world. In front of us was that beautiful, attractive, adorable spiritual master. Everything with Gurudev was transcendental to show us what our future life would be like if we become a selfless servant of the Vaishnavas. Now that our beloved Master is far from our vision, we aspire to live and serve him in the world constructed of faith and being faithful to him. Gurudev said, when our faith is strong and we are sincere, we don't have to worry. We pray that always his gracious glance may be upon us and that we may continue together by his unlimited mercy, that it will allow us to be with him now and forever in this glorious service life of Prema Bhakti. Jai Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Avibhav Mahamotsav Ki Jai. Beloved Srila Gurudev Ki Jai.
Whoa, Sashi, I have to give applause to that beauty. I can't help it. That was such it's like reading a book. How beautiful you said everything so sweetly about the sweetest of the sweet.
Now we're gonna hear from you. How sweet.
Especially sitting in stillness with Gurudev, you were actually floating, almost feeling like floating.
Yeah.
You know, in some other space that was so pure and so sweet. Only Gurudev could give that. I mean, he was so wonderful. I love him so much. He's a treasure of our hearts.
Yes.
Like, what can I say?
You
She
speak
said
so on the phone, she speaks about love and always so full of.
Pass me the phone, please. I'm here now. All I can say, what can I say more, except everybody, all the devotees all over the world will be celebrating this day. He was so loved by everybody. You know, the sweet is so sweet. He was transcendental. He came from the divine plane of reality. He was transcendental, beautiful in every way. He gave me new life. He gave me everything. I'll never forget. I thank every day. I'm just getting so silly now. I'm wobbling a bit. But he is, and always will be, the love of my heart. Excuse me. I love him so much. He's given so much to all of us. Everybody loves him. He's just beyond this world. But he came to us, and we were in front of him. We could pay our dandavats to those lotus feet. He came to the mat when he was so young, and he gave himself fully to his Gurudev, Srila Sridhar Maharaj, who is also absolutely amazingly divine. Serving him, learning from him, doing everything for him, being the wonderful Vaishnava, he really, truly a Vaishnava. A wonderful example, always so tolerant, so sweet, so kind, so loving, so full of affection for us all. How can we give thanks to such blessings that have come from him? How can we believe we even were in the position to receive some? I am so happy I'm here with the devotees today to try to honor this wonderful Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev, Goswami Maharaj. I will always love you. The treasure of my heart. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Pandit, and someone say something.
When I joined the movement, it wasn't the most physical active years of Srila Gurudev. Like he was still touring over the world, but and I think I may have joined one small parikram where he was there in a small visit we did to Vrindavan and Govardhan. But I couldn't see those years where he was like active doing his service to Srila Guru Maharaj. But I heard about those years and about how active and about how close he was to the devotees that were joining the Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Math missions. However, what I got the fortune to witness was like how Srila Gurudev was the source that inspired so many magnanimous things. It was by his inspiration that the mission expanded the way it has, that the way temples were built, just because of the desire to fulfill his wishes. If he will say, I want a center here, then somebody will build a big temple. If he say, oh, I'm sending this devotee to preach here. Then the next year he will bring many people to get initiation. So his energy and his instructions were the force where devotees will do that. Just like Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada will give an instructions and then devotees will manifest that. So in the same way, by the grace of Srila Gurudev, the Sri Chaitanya Saraswati mission was expanded all over the world. And one thing that I always say every time we have to speak about the glories of Srila Gurudev is that he will always make you feel protected and under the shelter, regardless if you could speak the language or not, regardless from where are you from, regardless of if you were close to him or just read his scriptures. His energy and he will be like a huge umbrella that will cover everybody. And I do remember the last time he went to Venezuela in 2007, I believe. I believe it was that time that there were many devotees from the very, very south of South America, and they were trying to reach Venezuela because that will be the only opportunity of their lives to see Gurudev. And I was there thinking how many people have traveled to India many times, spent 6 or months with him, but these ones here were like eager to just catch a glimpse of him. And they were not going to speak the language. They were going to be maybe unable to say so many things to him, but they traveled so much and so hard. And when they were really close, they were delayed by the customs and the border. So they could only arrive the day before Srila Gurudev was leaving the country. And he made he knew about these devotees coming, and he made an exception. He said, I'm waiting for them to see them. I'm just gonna clear the agenda of this day. I'm not going to go anywhere or give any program. I'm just waiting for them. And so they, of course, arrived, and they were to have just a special darshan for them. And they all gathered all their offerings and and were devotees from different countries. They were not especially from one place. And they just reached there. And they felt so happy and so fulfilled and so satisfied just with that simple darshan, with those simple hours of that they get to have the darshan of Srila Gurudev, and that was sufficient nourishment for them to continue with their life. So such is the potency that he had. And as many times Srila Charjadev also says, I didn't spend that so much time with him. I just received instructions and follow, and you can see how much service and how many things Srila Charjadev was manifested just to satisfy the desire of Srila Gurudev. And to this day, we still are maintaining our life by the grace of Srila Gurudev. It has by his grace that he just tried to keep us under the shelter of Krishna consciousness. Jai Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Swami Maharaj ki Jai.
Really,
Prabhu, could you please direct the camera?
Please.
If you can.
You're not shy, are you?
I find
We've been watching you on TV all morning.
Yes.
I always find it really difficult to say something because I just firstly don't know where to start, and I feel that nothing I say will adequately glorify him in any way or be able to express the type of joy, gratitude, affection, all these things that we have experienced from him. And I actually felt that recently. I just felt like I just have to try, because I just have to, however foolish and unqualified I am, I just have to try.
Shiva used to say repeatedly, "You are not doing anything.
Yes.
Gurudev is doing everything."
Right.
That's true.
You will not do it.
One thing that I think of so often when thinking of Srila Gurudev is how he gave us Krishna consciousness and all of these things and instructions, but it was always so fully saturated with affection. He had the deepest care for us. He was the best friend, the most affectionate well-wisher, and it is by that potency that he captured so many hearts, and it's a type of spiritual practice that you will not find anywhere. This is such a special connection, the most special connection to have, and we're deeply fortunate to even hear his name, to know about him, let alone to step into his temple. Sometimes you can go to a temple and it's just like get busy, but actually to realize this is like the most sacred place, and it is his place, it is his house, and we're in his protection when we come here, especially in the association of his beloved devotees. And one other thing is what I heard recently is that Gurudev sees everything. And this helps me because despite all the things that you wouldn't want him to see, actually it is so encouraging. He is with us every single second of the day, and the only thing we need to do is at least I myself have to tune into that reality, the fact that he is there, he's our sweetest, most affectionate well-wisher and guardian, and may we please progress in a way, spend this time alive on this planet in his service, and try to please him and his devotees. And this is all we can wish for, really. So being very aware that this is of my shortcomings and my inability to glorify him properly. All glories to our most beloved Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai.
Give him the microphone.
We already did, so.
Okay, I came to listen. Just came to listen. Generally,
The camp, you got to speak to the microphone there.
okay. Well, I'm not. I don't really know how to say too much. So I'll keep it really brief as possible. I mean, every year I think it gets harder and harder to glorify Gurudev, at least for myself anyway, because I hear the devotees, they say this and the other, and I'm like, what should I say? I don't know. I've got such a small brain. In this body, I'm very, limited thinking capacity, limited everything. But however, as insignificant as I am, I do feel very fortunate that I came into connection with Srila Govinda Maharaj, and that's why we're here today, to celebrate his appearance day. And I remember when I was about 10 or 11 when I got my initiation from him, and he gave me initiation just didn't really, I don't know, it's hard to kind of describe this, but even as a young child, I just felt like when he actually put the japa into my hands, when he placed the japa into my hands, like there was some kind of like transmission going on. Yeah, like definitely, like I'm passing you something, and like you were outside, like you were maybe, and this kind of goes back to like maybe like Acharya Maharaj saying like, where is your neck beads? If you don't have your neck beads, it's like a stray dog, you know. You don't, you know. So I don't know, but like I think without the connection of the guru, like you know, genuine spiritual master, we are actually very lost in this world. And you know, we like to think that we have a lot of freedom, and like in that video it said, Guru Maharaj says, what is freedom? Freedom is extended selfishness. And I think that's such an important thing to think about, because you know, how long can we live our lives thinking, you know, oh yeah, I'm so happy, yeah, I'm good, I'm doing my day, I'm doing my things, yeah, I'm doing what I gotta do, but actually, you know, it's all just extended selfishness, because we're not like coming into a real connection with divinity, which is actually what we're supposed to be connecting with, because we're all souls, you know, we're Atma, you know, spirit. So, unless we have a real spiritual connection with the divine plane, the plane of Krishna, Mahaprabhu, then we are all like actually quite lost. So, when the Guru gives his mercy to us, if we're, you know, lucky enough, we can actually put that into practice, and by doing so, our lives can be, you know, eternally blessed. So I just wanted to say that, like, I truly believe that Gurudev was so merciful. Even, like, you could say, like, so many people like myself, like, I don't deserve this, you know, but somehow he's let me on the ship, and I'm on, you know, barely holding on or whatever, but you know, he let me on the ship, and I'm very grateful for that. And like Didi was saying, like everything he was doing, every single word, deed and action, it was always of affection. Even though even the chastisement can be heavy. I personally never got any chastisement, but I was not that fortunate. But you know, everything he was doing with affection, end of the day. And it's quite unbelievable, just if you think about it, like, wow, like Srila Govinda Maharaj, you know, he has Krishna in his heart. He was just standing there right next to you, and you know, you had the opportunity to serve him and do so many things. Or what were you doing at the time, you know? Sure, yeah. But actually, Gurudev is here in the temple. He's everywhere, and he's always watching us. So we should not feel like he's not here or anything like that. He is. He's always watching us. You know, he's always seeing. Sometimes we mess up, and actually sometimes we do good. You know, from whatever little effort we do. But everything that we're doing, we should always think this is an offering to Gurudev, and because he really is the giver of the gift, you know. Without Gurudev, we wouldn't have the understanding or the conception of what Mahaprabhu gave to the whole world. So You know, I'm ever in debt to Srila Govinda Maharaj, to Gurudev, you know, and his divine teachings that he came to spread all across the world. Also, just one last thing, you know, he didn't have to do this. He didn't have to travel all over the world and, you know, do that whole thing. He didn't have to do that, but he did, because he's thinking, well, if the devotees can't come to me, well, then I'm gonna go there then, you know. So that was very, very wonderful of him. He didn't have to do that. He had so many health implications and things, and I think, you know, that's just unbelievable. I get tired just to go down to the shop, you know. So yeah, for real. Like sometimes we don't think properly. Yeah, sometimes we don't think like how much of a big deal like the pure devotee is really doing, like what they can actually do, what they're doing, their level of sacrifice is so much. And you know, it's not about position. It's not about that at all. The reason they have the highest position is because they are giving everything to everyone. Someone can externally think, oh, this person is receiving so much gifts from many people. But actually, he's the one who's giving to everyone. So he's the one doing the most service. You know, that's another thing. But yeah, I'm just grateful to be here and be present. And Jai Gurudev, Srila Govinda Maharaj.
Everyone can.
Okay. How do we rely? I think. I thought it wasn't, but anyway. But I should sing a song. Yeah, I certainly in this life, physically, I never had the opportunity to meet Govinda Maharaj, but I feel like, I've been involved to some extent with the mat I've been coming here for about 3.5 years now. It's gone remarkably quick, and I've been more involved over the last year and a half. I think one of the things that the pandemic did for me is it kind of shaked me up a bit and made me look at my own priorities in life. And then all of a sudden I'm volunteering a lot here and serving here and helping to raise money for things, and you kind of get positively roped into things. And I feel that you know, I'm getting to know or understand Govinda Maharaj through his disciples. I'm understanding more about him and his character and his attributes through his disciples. And the thing that certainly stood out today was actually what Sachi Didi said about 10 minutes ago, was that he was thinking about, well, you know, Srila Prabhupada gave everything, Srila Maharaj gave everything, so what am I going to give? And he kind of concluded or resulted in, well, he'll teach all about kind of humility and service, and that's certainly the vibe or the feeling I get when I come here, or when I mix with the devotees from the Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat. You know, there isn't an element or hint of arrogance anywhere, and the devotees are so humble, and they have a real servant attitude. And if I ever, you know, I'm coming to the temple and I have an element of arrogance about me, it's kind of brushed off as soon as I walk through the door, because I'm here and I'm serving with the devotees. So, yeah, I'm grateful to have, I guess, got more involved with the family over the last year and a half, and you know, hopefully this is the first of many Vyasa Pujas to come that I'll be chanting with you. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, he's running away.
You're very shy.
He's cameraman.
I think, yeah.
Not sure what to say. I just came to take a photo of the program and I'm giving now the microphone. I just to hear what you just said now, as soon as I came in, it just made me feel so like I feel like I'm in the same page, even so I have been in the mission for some time now. I never had such a close relationship with Srila Govinda Maharaj, even so I had the fortune to have some personal association with him, and I'm ever so grateful for it. I always felt like whenever I was with Gurudev disciples, I always felt like the mood was there, and that was my way of having that close contact with him through his devotees. And for the past few years, with all the pandemic and everything, I feel like I have been a little bit more withdrawn a little bit from the temple, and as much as I would like it to be. And I'm ever praying to Gurudev to always keep me close to the devotees, and from my heart especially, mainly, I feel like if I'm always remembering these, regardless whatever situation I may be in now or in 10 years or tomorrow, I feel like I will always be able to find the association of the devotees and get more inspiration and be able to surrender a little bit more and to understand more what Krishna conscious really is. And I'm just feel as well like thanks to him we have these temples, and we can get together and have that association. And I'm just ever so grateful to just be able to have the devotees, and through them to feel like I'm close to Gurudev, even so he's not physically here anymore. So that's all I can say. Yeah.
Rana, would you like to say something? I made a question, but you're not asking.
Maybe you say something.
Krishna Kishore Prabhu, please share it.
Try to keep the camera over there, someone else. Hare Krishna.
Dandavats everyone. So, again, even though I took initiation from Srila Govinda Maharaj, I did not know him so well personally. The only things I knew of Gurudev were from books or DVDs or from the things I've heard from others. And recently I heard Srila Janardhan Maharaj tell a story where Gurudev asked him to go to look at a murti of Srila Guru Maharaj that they were carving. And Janardhan Maharaj said, I had not spent so much time with Srila Sridhar Maharaj, and he said, I do not know Srila Guru Maharaj. And Gurudev, apparently almost in ecstasy, said, yes, that is the conception. We do not know who is Srila Guru Maharaj. And so, in that same sort of vein, I personally, I do not feel I know Srila Govinda Maharaj, but only I can know what has been shown to me by others. And so, in that sort of mood, I would like to read something from the Vyasa Puja of 2010, where Srila Acharyadev is speaking. It says, see Guru's order. And he starts saying, I carefully offer my obeisances to see Guru's lotus feet, which are the sole abode of devotion. Make the teachings from Sri Guru's lotus mouth one with your heart, and do not desire anything else within your heart. Today is a very fortunate day in our life. On this day, Gurudev came to this world. He appeared here to rescue the whole universe, the whole world. You know what Srimad Bhagavad Gita says, what Gurudev also says. Krishna appears in a human form, but we must not neglect him. We should also think that Gurudev comes in a human body, but he comes from the Lord's place. Krishna sends the Guru to preach and to carry his words to the world. It is Guru's duty. That is why every year we celebrate Gurudev's appearance day. You all know everything about Gurudev, about his love and affection. We sing at his arti, Sada Hasyamista Bashi, Sushila Kavitva. You always smile and speak sweet words, and your poetry is perfect. He has conquered the whole world with his love and affection, and his qualities of humility, tolerance, giving honor to others that are Mahaprabhu's conception. Trinada pi sunichina tarora pi suhishnina amanina manadena kirtanaya sadahari. One who is humbler than a blade of grass, more tolerant than a tree, who gives honor to others without desiring it for himself, is qualified to always chant the holy name of Krishna. He is still with us. And then there is a verse, Adyapiha she lila kore gorarai, kona kona bhagyavana jiva deki bharapai. Gorarai continues performing his pastimes, and those who are fortunate can see it. His Leela continues at all times. So today we are celebrating his holy appearance. The main festival will be held at the Nat Mandir. We will start Kirtan at 9 to 9:30. And the program will start by 10 o'clock and continue until Bhoga Arti, and Guru Arti at 12 o'clock. This is how we are celebrating this day. As you know, this year, 2010, Gurudev would be 82 years old, 81 in Western calculation. He left at his own wish. When I came to Calcutta the day before he left, he said to me, "I will not stay, I am leaving." Also the day he left in the morning, he told me he was leaving that day. He had said it many times before, so I did not think he was saying it seriously this time. The Lord himself comes to this world in the form of the Guru, but we do not understand it. Our fault is we only see the mortal body. Krishna said to Uddhav, "People see me as a mortal and make offense. Acharya mam vigyanyam." People say that the Acharya, the Guru, is born in a mortal body. But actually, I send the Guru as my own man to tell my words to the world. It is always rare to get that kind of person who would understand it fully. Gurudev always said that there is a 10% devotee, a 5% devotee, a 20% devotee, an 80% devotee, or a 100% devotee. But 100% devotee is rare. Shraddha Anushari Bhakti Adhikari. Devotion depends upon faith, and you must buy faith with faith. If you have faith, then you can follow your Guru with devotion, with love, anugatya. It all depends upon faith. The quality of your devotion depends upon faith. Those who have a very strong faith can proceed, can prosper, and develop their spiritual life. It does not matter where you stay. Even be it a forest or a jungle, wherever you stay, wherever you live, you can practice your spiritual life. The main thing is to follow the order of your Guru. We do not understand who Gurudev is. Some think Gurudev is is not here now, so why will I go to the mat? Those who say like this have not got Gurudev's association. We have books and scriptures written by Gurudev. Why do you think he is not here? If you read his books, you will get his association. Do you think staying with Gurudev, sleeping near Gurudev is called Gurudev's association? Follow the order of Gurudev. That is called Guru's association. Staying with the Guru is not Guru Sangha. You can stay anywhere. If Gurudev tells you to stay in Vrindavan, then you will get his association from Vrindavan. That is the main point. You can see many examples. How much time did I spend with Gurudev? Sometimes I would come to Calcutta, pay Dandavat, and then Gurudev would tell me to go back to Navadvip. And I went back immediately without delaying. One time I returned from Singapore at 11:30, 12 o'clock at night. I thought I would go to my room, take a shower, change, then go to see Gurudev. But Gurudev saw me and he said Gurudev was waiting for me. You know how you feel after a flight, dirty clothes and so on. But what was I to do? I had to go. I remember Gurudev told also how when Mahaprabhu was in Puri, all the devotees would come there and first go to see Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu immediately arranged for their prasadam. He would call somebody and ask, "Hey, arrange for their prasadam. Where is the prasadam? Have they got a room?" Mahaprabhu arranged everything for them. The local devotees in Puri, however, used to frown. "Oh, they have come to Puri. They must first see Jagannath." But no, they first go to see Mahaprabhu. They did not understand that if you see Mahaprabhu, then you get the darshan of Jagannath. They also said they do not fast, they do not shave their heads. As soon as they come, they go to Mahaprabhu and take prasad. But such was the order of Mahaprabhu. This is the main thing, and everybody's duty is like that. This is what Gurudev taught me. He said that if the Lord said, "I want a laddu," but you give him a samosa, it is useless. You must give what the Lord wants. That is why we must understand what the Guru wants. Nije mane keal kushimita bhajan bole na. Satisfying the whims of your mind is not bhajan. Following Gurudev, serving the Guru, the Vaishnavas, and satisfying them, that is what is called bhajan. When you receive an order from Gurudev, that becomes your duty. That is how you must follow your Guru. So this is quite a bit longer, so I don't know if you want me to wrap it up. But yeah. Shut up, Kishore.
Hare Krishna.
Very nice.
Nice to sign.
Yes.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't you, it was descending from above.
Shall I wait to go?
Yes.
We have those.
Yeah.
Pushpanjali.
I think Sachi has it somewhere. Oh, it's there where Maharaj was sitting.
Oh.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
We need a hand from Anjali. Anjali is the one that can also. Give us a hand. These kids are growing so fast. Say again? All these kids are growing so fast.
Yeah, this is very practical notice. Mine's someone needs to help.
I'm sorry to be in touch.
You Anjali. You.
Hey,
Guru Kuranga Radha Jai Juki Jai Om Krishna Pad Parmam Sapai Vachakacharya Parya Stotra Satishishimat Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Srila Gurudev Govinda Maharaj Abhibhav Mahotsav Ki Jai Om Krishna Pad Srila Bhakti Nirmalacharya Maharaj Ki Jai Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Sri Acharya Vrinda Ki Jai Om Krishna Pad Paramam Saparvachakacharya Parya Stotra Sadashishimat Srila Bhakti Rakak Srila Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Ki Jai Sri Rupa Nuga Guru Varga Ki Jai Acharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Karpus Ki Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Mat Ki Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Mat West London Chapter Ki Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Mat East London Chapter Ki All glories to the Asavan Assembled devotees Ki All glories to the world devotees Ki Harinam Sankirtan Ki Sri Gurudev Ki Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai Guru Premanande. Pandita, can you take this?
No, it's not something. Sino para que
Jaya Sapai Karsi Sikur Kurana
Radha
You just leave the camera on.
It's 24/7 live.
24 live.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
Do you know how to turn this off?
Pardon?
Do you know how to turn this off?
The power button is there.
Yeah, tap press that.
No, that's all. That's recording standby. I don't know.